Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. It's Alex Wilson-Campbell again. I am the founder of the Remote Work Life Summit and Remote Work Life. Just wanted to welcome you here. Hope you're enjoying the Remote Work Life Summit. We are flying through the videos, and Sunday is the last day of official videos, but we've got lots more coming up. And today I want to talk about two things, and stay to the end because I've got something that I want to ask you just very briefly about your journey and about actually potentially me helping you to take your journey from where you are now in a co-located office maybe to your life as a digital nomad or a remote worker. So stay to the end just to listen a little bit about that. So what I want to talk to you today very briefly is three things that you need to, I suppose, focus on in order to take you from where you are now, whether that's being transitioning to a new role or taking the leap into the remote work life for the very first time. Three things that you need to focus on, and I emphasize the word focus because having spoken to so many CEOs, hiring managers, decision makers, one of the things they complain about often is that you may not be focusing on when you contact them for work or when you make an application for a role, the focus is just not there. Or on the other hand, if you're prospecting, if you're a freelancer and prospecting for opportunities, your proposition is perhaps a little bit confusing to the person on the other end of the phone because there seems to be no focus in terms of what you offer and the niches that you operate in. And I've been guilty of that myself in the past, and I've learned the hard way. So I think really focus is the key thing. And there's three things that you should really focus on. The first thing, or one of those things, is the niche that you're going to operate in. It's very tempting to go to this niche, to the health niche, to the financial services niche, to the real estate niche, to operate in different niches. Because I mean, when you're starting out, it may be that you're trying to choose a niche to operate in, and that's fine. So it's good to have a look around to see where your strengths lie in terms of operating in one niche as opposed to another. But eventually down the line, what a lot of these CEOs want, or what a lot of businesses want who are hiring freelancers, is they want somebody who has the expertise or has the knowledge of the sector that they're in. So yeah, operating in a niche, finding a niche operating is one area which you can focus on. Another area to focus on is the skills that you're going to bring to that particular niche. Because again, feedback that I've received directly from the mouths of CEOs, hiring managers, is that when they look at applications, when they look at resumes, when business owners look at the skills that a freelancer might want to bring to the table, they usually know what they want to be able to do. This is the CEO or the freelancer hiring manager. They usually know that they want to hire somebody to, do some sort of growth for their business. So you need to be clear and understand what areas you can add value. Don't sort of show yourself as a jack of all trades. Now, it's good to have skills in multiple areas, but you need to be able to show that you have expertise in certain areas, because it's more likely, especially in the future, people are going to begin to really look for people. And if even now people look for people who are experts in a certain area, people who strive for expertise in a certain area and in a certain niche, as I spoke to you about before. So skills, really important. Another thing to focus on, and the third thing and the last thing, not the last thing entirely, but the last thing I want to talk about today, because there are other things that you can focus on as well. The third thing is the type of business that you are going to serve. So is that business a small, hello Ray, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. The type of business, is that going to be a small to medium business? Is that going to be, a medium-sized business? Is that going to be a large business? Because again, the small to medium business market is very, very, very different to to large businesses. And if you're focusing on a business that's, at the very early stages of its growth, it's very different to working with a business that's perhaps reached its peak. So you need to understand what type of businesses as well that you are going to focus on when you're doing your prospecting, or even if you are looking to be employed by that business. Do you want to work for a small to medium business, or do you want to work for a larger business? So be focused, and that focus is going to bring you results. And obviously all those things that I mentioned that you focus on, and as I said, I've only mentioned 3 today, there are many other things that you can focus on as well. All of that focus is underpinned by a plan. You've got to have a plan to carry out the strategy behind your prospecting or behind your job searching, whatever that may be. And you focus, again, there's that word again, you focus on that particular plan. You carry that plan through. There may be things that you have to tweak here and there, but you carry that plan from start through to finish, and make sure that you keep focused on your plan. So yeah, that's all I have today for you. As I said, there's only 3 things that I wanted to focus on today. There are other things that you can focus on as well. And my question to you, as I raised at the top of the call, is that, are you looking to either transition from the role that you're in now to becoming either a digital nomad or a remote worker? Or are you trying to level up in terms of your remote working, your digital nomad lifestyle? Do you need any help in terms of searching for opportunities? Do you need any help in terms of, just knowing which direction to go into if it's something that you're new to? Let me know, because what I'm doing is I'm putting together a program that may be able to help you if you're either, as I said, looking to level up, or you're new to this whole thing of the remote work life. If you're new to it and you're looking to transition from your co-located situation to a situation that is more remote. So let me know. Either send me a private message via Facebook, send me an email, and register. You can get on my mailing list if you register at remoteworklife.io. That's remoteworklife.io, and I'll leave something in the description for you as well, so you can register to see the rest of the videos as well for the Remote Work Life Summit. And today we have coming up another 2 great speakers, actually. I know I say that a lot, I use that word a lot, but we've got the best speakers when it comes to understanding how to transition or level up your remote work life. So one of the highlights of today is Sarah Sutton. Now, Sarah Sutton is the Chief Executive Officer of FlexJobs. And FlexJobs is a platform where you will be able to find opportunities. If you're looking to be employed in the world of remote or flexible work opportunities of all kinds, but especially remote work, then you should go across to flexjobs.com to have a look at all of the opportunities that are available there. And we have Sarah today, who talks a little bit about FlexJobs, but she also talks about her transition from being somebody who worked in a co-located space to working remotely and setting up FlexJobs. Her reasonings behind that. She's a family woman. She has children. So one of her main drivers for setting up FlexJobs was the fact that she wanted to have more time to spend with her children, and obviously also commit to work as well. So she set that up. She talks about how she does that. Another thing she talks about as well, another thing that's a big issue when it comes to remote work and working online, are the scammers. And there are a number of people out there who either post scammy opportunities or post opportunities that are really dubious. And in the session today, we talk about how you can go about identifying the legitimate remote and work from home opportunities as compared to the scammers and the really dubious ones. So that's another thing to listen out for. Another highlight of today is I talked to Steve, who is the founder of Vortala.com. He's the CEO and founder of Vortala.com. He is another original digital nomad. At the moment, he lives, I believe, in Australia, but his business employs 70 people across the world, 70 people, 70 remote workers, 70 digital nomads across the world. And he services health and medical space. So dentists, chiropractors, that sort of thing. And he talks about how he has actually set up his business you know, how he hires digital nomads, how he hires digital remote workers. So that's something to listen out to as well. And he talks about some ideas in terms of how you can appeal to him and to other people who are hiring remotely. So those are two speakers certainly not to be missed. There are other speakers on the agenda as well, but I just wanted to highlight those two because those are really two really exceptional speakers, and I have some really great knowledge to share with you. Okay, so that's all I have for you for the moment. As I said, if you want to hear the speakers for the Remote Work Life Summit for today or other sessions, then go to remoteworklife.io, or in fact, what I'll do is I'll drop a comment below so you can have a look where to go. And don't forget, if you have any questions, let me know as well. So that's all I have for you for now. Hope to see you later, and have a great day.